This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Jim Ross is coming back to the dance. He's brought back to do commentary on Saturday night's main event. He'd been removed from TV earlier in 2006. Ross would tell WWE.com that he doesn't see this as a sign. He's asked to return to Raw as the main host. He says he's watched every edition of Raw since he was fired on the air, but watching the show and not being able to be a part of it was also tough, but it didn't kill me and I made it through. A lot of that is psychological games anyway. When you've been in the wrestling game for 33 years and you've worked with strong personalities that I have since day one, you're able to absorb the bombastic treatment that you occasionally get. So JR's coming back here. We know the whole rigmarole about him getting fired on various different angles. We'll talk about that another time. We already have some in the past, but was this an NBC call? Or did Vince just feel like, goddamn, it's NBC. We need to get the black hat out there?
I think it was more of a looking at the show and how to make the show different from what we were currently presenting. And by putting on JR, who was not the play-by-play guy at that time for Monday Night Raw, it was different. So you wanted it to be different than what you were presenting on cable and what you're presenting on your main show. And JR enabled us to do that.
Let's talk about Jim Ross in this era. He's sort of winding down his career with the WWE here. He's still got a few years left, but he's no longer on TV every single week. He's no longer as big of a part or as big of a voice in the office as he used to be. What was his relationship like with Vince at this point, if you had to guess?
I think his relationship was fine. And, Jim, look, sometimes, you're out of sight, out of mind. And if you're not there every day, and I found this myself in 2001 when I left. When I left to go move to Texas, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. I saw people at TV. I saw people every, couple of weeks instead of every day.
Right.
So if you're not there, then things pass you by. And you expect other people to keep you informed and keep you updated on things. They've got their own shit to do, and they're moving on and they're doing things. And sometimes it's easier to just do it yourself if you're there than to go and call somebody and say, hey, well, this happened today. Need you to do this, need you to do that. You rely on the people in front of you.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.